Hi everyone, today's video what we're going to do is talk about how you actually can use AI to help you with your carousel creation. So you've all seen the posts out there, you've seen hundreds of them created using AI, but the problem is there's nothing about your business brought into this. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a few different AI tools, going to use our own images, and pretty much this is going to allow us to build our own carousels. Now, just straight off the bat here, you obviously remember this I created the last couple of days ago, a website using for this, obviously Sarah Murphy. Again, we're going to stick with this entire team just to kind of show you how it connects. Now, obviously, yes, I have no gym. I have no access to a gym, so straight away I can't take photos like what she has. So what I've done is just got AI to generate some images for me. Again, this is going to be no different than what you would have if you have your own, say, premises, your own business, your own gym, whatever the case is. You can take your own pictures. I do these with some of my content at the moment, so you can see the likes of these ones here. Pretty much, I generate these using AI, out and about. Take a few pictures, very easy to do, very quick content you can actually make to kind of help you support and get your message out there. And again, as I said, it's moving away from, I suppose, the 100% AI side of things. So with that, what we need to do here is open up Cloud Cowork, and inside of Cloud Cowork you need to make sure you're in your actual folder. So again, we just click this button here, and again we're in the Fit Start coaching folder. So what I've done then is I've installed an actual plugin. So again, the plugin is over here inside the community. If you're interested in getting this, make sure you come over here. So once you join, you go to Classrooms, go to AI skills and plugins, and in the carousel skill for B-roll images, you'll have it here. All you need to do is download it and install it like normal. And again, look, it's 7-day free trial if you're interested in joining. So now that we have that done, what we want to do is start working with this. So I've generated all the images, like I said to you, and from there what I've done is I've actually added them to the asset folder. So inside you can see again the importance of I suppose folder structure. We're inside the assets folder. We have B-roll and obviously videos was another one, and images, and we're going to pretty much use all these images for it. Now I've have a generic prompt here built out, and again, as I said, I haven't tested this out. I have nothing to show you fancy at the moment. I want to show it real life, as so people can understand. It's easy for me to go along and generate something really fancy, but again, if it doesn't serve the purpose for you, it's not worth a damn. So with that in mind, all I'm going to do is we go jump back over here, and we need to give it some sort of topic. So this is probably one of the key things. So now what we want to do is we want to pretty much get some sort of content from it. Now again, setting the scene here, let's assume you're after doing this recording. Let's assume this is a transcript from a YouTube video, a podcast, a brain dump, whatever the case is. All I've got AI to do here is just generate this for me. Again, we're focusing on the gym, and it's something about generate a fake transcript. You can see it up here on the top of a gym owner talking about the top ways to get back into fitness. Again, simple, straightforward. So all we're going to do is copy this and then jump over straight over here to Cloud Cowork. And here is pretty much where everything starts to come together, where these tools happen, where they, I suppose, work. So again, what I'm going to do is use the B-roll create on the following information. Ask before you make if you have any questions. And all I'm going to do is paste it into it. Hit enter, and pretty much it should come back to us if it needs to. If not, it's going to go out and get it. Now again, as I said, I haven't done anything with this, so this is going to need you to kind of refine it, adjust a few different things on it. And one of the key reasons of why, as I said to you, I'm showing it to you like this is because it's very easy to turn around and create something really fancy and using 400 different AI tools out there to do it. This is pretty much using just Claude. End of story. There's nothing else added to it. For my own carousels designs that I do, what I end up doing is I use Claude, I use Higgsfield, I use a few different AI tools out there. But again, it doesn't show the true nature of how this can actually work. Again, to make this even easier on yourself, once you have this up and running, it is very easy to have a folder on your phone, take pictures every single day inside. Let's say, again, we're just focused on the gym. Take pictures every single day, and from there, AI can turn around, grab these files in the evening if you want to, or if you have it 100% automated, then it can take these photos, go along, generate all the actual, I suppose, images for you. So as you can see there, it was after asking for more information. So again, if we just scroll down, you can see pretty much what it's trying to do. So 5 slides, one kicker is getting back. You don't need to get fit. Image green top coffee selfie. Again, it's after reading the actual image again, which is perfect. And I think the one mistake I actually made here is you can see I just downloaded all the actual ChatGPT file names. So when I'm doing this myself, I would normally tag it with this. Start here, mindset, build strength. Again, I think this is perfect. Let's just go with it. Let's build it, and let's see what actually happens. So the skill is going to build it in aspect ratio 3 by 4, which is obviously for the likes of Instagram, I suppose, with TikTok now as well at the moment. And as I said, once you have this 100% automated, or I suppose 90%, you can put your images into it, and from there it can generate the material for you. Now, depending on what you're wanting to do, is the key thing here. So if you're wanting to get more comments, more likes, more engagements, I think creating carousels that actually provide a deeper value, ways to actually give some sort of information. And I think that's one of the big learning outcomes that I've had over the last couple of weeks of posting content, that if you focus heavily on providing the value, what's going to happen is you're going to get the follows. You're going to get the people, I suppose, to like and engage with it. And that's definitely something you need to kind of make sure you're aware of when you're actually creating. Don't just create a load of random images and hope for the best. But what I will say is, when you create this, I suppose, style and using your own images as part of the carousel, everyone is screaming about being authentic and, AI is this and AI is that. But this straight away is using similar enough setup that you would use anyway of your own images. And now you're just cutting out the whole process of having to sit there and try and script out and, I suppose, edit out an entire carousels. And as you can see here, this is pretty much nearly done already. Already I can see massive benefit here. If you can't see it, you're sitting there and you're thinking to yourself, okay, this is AI created. Yes, it is. It's an AI image in the background. That's the key thing to remember here. If this is your own business, this simple little process of just adding this text is going to change it for you, because what'll happen is, this took me no length of time to do. I just basically told it. If we can add that step where it's automated, that's a game changer. Instead of you sitting at home having to do this in the nighttime to get a few carousels up and running, you now have everything to go. So what we're going to do is, it's pretty much done it all. So we just click show and folder. So it generated them all for me. So if we start, I think this was the very first one. So getting back, let's go back to here just to see where the actual first one was. Getting back was the main one. So we scroll down, show and folder, and you can see now that the entire carousel, I suppose, selection was done. Now, do we need to make changes to this? 100%. Is this okay? I think in general for posting, I think it is definitely. It's a few minutes that will take in Canva, but again, it's a few minutes you actually have to do it. Whereas you want to be doing something else. You then start smaller than you think you need to. Again, information is based on whatever your context is. What else have we got? We stop pushing yourself for where you are now. Again, that's just another image. So you could turn around and say, right, I don't want this image. I want a different image. Even 2 strength sessions a week change everything. You don't need to just be perfect. Just keep showing up. Again, it has everything we want. Now, let's say, right, we're not happy with that design. Let's say we want something different. So again, I'm just going to get it to see what it can give us different. Let's say we want to have the swipe arrow on it. We want to have the text more centered. Let's say that. Okay, let's make some changes. So all I've done here is just asked it to make some small changes. So we want the first image, which was the person, she was just drinking the coffee. We want this image to be different. So we're wanting a swipe button. We want to have a big hero text on it. What I do really like about this already is that the image was bright. It has added like an overlay to it for the text. Again, you can easily refine this. If you decide, okay, I want to add colors to this, I want to change the text color, I want to add a background to it. Again, you can change all this. And once you have some sort of, I suppose, setup that you like, you save it. You save it as a skill. And the reason why we do this is because over here, what I say is you download it. So when you download it over here, you have a very simple version of it. What happens is, with this, you start to refine it. You start to adjust it to more and more to what your business is about. You start to add elements to it. You start taking away things that you don't want. And what will end up happening is you'll get to a design that you're really, really comfortable with and really happy with. And the key thing to remember here is, it's following a structure, it's following a pattern for us. So you can see it changes a little bit, added a swipe button, getting back, you don't need to get fit before you come back. So again, I think it might be at her overwrite now, is it? Yeah, so it is at her changing the text a little bit. Again, we can change it if we want to. You make any adjustments you want to this, you can eventually save it. So right, what we're going to do is try maybe another change. We're going to add a background box to it. So again, let's see what happens. I'm giving it, not really giving it much information because I wanted it to actually do its own thing with it. So as you can see here, remove myself. As you can see here, it's already done a decent job at it. And this is going to stand out because, as I said, it's yours. It's your image. It's your own self taking a picture of it. And it just saves the hassle of what happens in most business owners. You might take a picture. You might think to yourself, right, I have that done. But what happens, something pops up and you forget, oh God, I forgot to post it or I forgot to create it. You end up sitting down in the evening time and spend hours doing it. You're messing around with it. So now, as I said, you have all this created very quickly. Once you get it to a point, you get automated. So then what happens is it starts drawing on your other information you have. Maybe you have lots of different, I suppose, recordings of yourself, sessions, one-to-one sessions, advice, everything like that. That's going to massively help, I suppose, the overall output. So again, you can see it's rebuilding it. And what I'll do is hide myself again. So once it's done, you can change it around. So again, you can see getting back. You don't need to get fit before you come back. Swipe. Again, this is the start of something, of a writing of whatever you want. You could now use this as a cover for, say, a reel. You could turn around, and now it's a lot more customization done to it. But also, what's happening is it's your own information, your own content coming across. It's not just a generic, I suppose, AI background, and that's it, fills the space. Now you're getting a bit more personal. And next, once you start building it out, and inside, as I said, the community, what we'll be doing is focusing more on how you can actually automate these processes, how you can reduce the overall time you have to spend on doing the likes of this with content. Because more than likely, if you're running, let's say, as I said, the gym, you don't have the time, you maybe have no interest in running content, but you know you need it. And again, it's a great way to kind of create content, get it out there, and pretty much not have to worry about it constantly. So look, that is pretty much it. If you want the skill, it's free to get. You can come along, join 7-day free trial, come in and get the skill if you're interested in it. We also have a 7-day challenge to help you actually build your own AI employee, similar to what I have here, that can start connecting and growing your business. So look, thanks very much for watching, and I hope everyone has a great day.